Good evening and welcome to Joepardy. I'm your host, Joe. Let's start our round of Joepardy by meeting our contestants for tonight. So let's start right there. Yep, that's me, Joe. We got all the way on the left. We're going to meet first Blake Blodgett. Blake, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very good, Joe. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Going to ask the age-old question. It's a movie-themed episode. What area of movies do you think you'd do the best at?
Definitely if we had horror movies. I'm very, very well versed in my horror movie knowledge.
Good to know, good to know. I can't say that I know if we'll have that tonight, but
I figured
we'll find out soon, you know? So let's go next to the guy in the middle. That's Owen Miles. Owen, welcome in. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like winning Joepardy tonight.
Sounds like a great thing for tonight. I'd love to see you come away with the victory, especially because we got this third guy on the right, excuse me, Adrian. But, you know, I'll ask the question before to Owen while we're still here. What is a movie area you think you'd do great at?
I'd also have to say horror, but I'd say specifically slashers.
Good to know. I can tell you right now that's not going to be in Joepardy tonight, but there may be some movies you know. And finally, Adrian, how are you feeling?
I'm good. Feeling like I'm going to win. Real funny if I did.
A lot of talk tonight. We'll see if it ends up going the way you want. What's a movie area you think you'd do great at?
Either animated movies or specifically Adam Sandler movies.
Adam Sandler. I love Adam Sandler. So, yeah, let's get right into our categories and take a look at them. Let's start with the first one. Disney. We got some Disney movies for tonight. Category number 2, movies Joe hasn't seen. Each question is going to start off with Joe hasn't seen this movie, and then I'll talk about it. 1990s, great decade for movies. And finally, Where is Joe's Returned, but movie edition. So Joe's going to be on the set of movies. You're going to have to guess either where Joe is or what movie Joe is in. So there's your categories for tonight's episode of Joepardy. The first round and more coming up after the break. $50. You better watch out.
He's got to swat you like a bug.
Welcome back, everybody. Season 2 of Oswego Lazo.
Do you like reading? Do you like reading books? Do you like looking at books? Do you like having a collection of books in your living room?
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty,
Spoiler alert! Okay, or why did I write this in yellow? I told you! Welcome back between the pages!
Well, welcome back to Joepardy. Let's start our first round, and only round actually. This 1988 Disney film features a detective investigating a mystery involving a cartoon rabbit, and this for 10 points. And one other thing as well, just a reminder, you guys gotta write the movie down or the answer, and then I'll go one at a time, and you guys will say your answers out loud. So let's get right into it if you guys are ready. Owen, we're gonna start with you here.
The answer is Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
That is correct. Blake
I also had Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
and Adrian.
Also had Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
That is correct. Points across the board to start. 10 points each. Really good work. Well, let's go to question 2. Joe is at this sandy planet, home to Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars. And this is for 2 points. It's definitely a top vacation spot for me right now, guys.
Are you sure that's a top vacation spot, Joe?
100%.
How's the Sarlacc pit?
Sarlacc pit? Not going there. Okay. Blake, we're going to have to start with you here.
I know it's not right. I said Tatooine. I know it's not
Tatooine
right.
is correct.
Oh, it is correct. Okay.
He just did the
Owen?
Star Wars episode, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
also said Tatooine.
That
I don't
is
know if I spelled
correct.
it
I
right.
definitely didn't say
That is correct, actually, the spelling as well. And
Oh,
Adrian?
awesome.
Tatooine, baby.
That is correct. Points across the board once again. I might have made these questions too easy. I guess that's why you guys
We
have
did just do
a
Star
movie
Wars,
show.
to be fair.
Potentially. So let's go to question number 3. This 1999 film features an office worker who forms an underground group with a chaotic soup salesman. And this for 8 points. Soap salesman, excuse me, not soup.
I was going to say, I was a little confused.
8 points. Another movie Joe hasn't seen, but not that category. Alrighty, we're going to start here with Adrian.
I might have gotten this wrong, but I said The Wolf of Wall Street.
That is incorrect. Owen?
I said Fight Club.
Fight Club is correct. And Blake?
I also said Fight Club.
That is correct. So Adrian, you're the first one to get one wrong.
Yeah.
It's the guys who have a movie TV show, so
This is clearly biased.
it's clearly not biased.
I don't know.
I gotta cater to my, everyone here. So I gotta cater. So
We're
let's
on
go
our
to
show,
question
too.
number 4. Joe hasn't seen this movie about a boxer who gets a shot at the heavyweight title against all odds, and this for 6 points. Joe's also been to the place where they filmed it, though, so it's very nice. Alrighty, this one should be quick. Adrian, you're gonna go first again.
All right, we got Rocky.
That is correct. Owen?
Rocky.
That is correct. And finally, Blake.
Rocky.
It's also
That is
crazy
correct.
you haven't seen it.
Points
That is
across the
pretty
board.
good.
I might have made these questions too easy,
How have
guys.
you not seen Rocky?
I've not seen Rocky. Let's go to question number 5. This 1977 Disney film follows 2 mice who work for an international rescue aid society, and this for 8 points. Ooh, Owen, watch those eyes. I see you looking on there, Owen. Okay. We're going to start off here with Owen.
I forgore.
That is obviously incorrect. Blake?
I said The Great Mouse Detective.
That is incorrect.
All right. I got Rescuers Down Under.
That is correct. It's The Rescuers.
Oh.
We're going to accept Down Under because it's very similar in terms of that. Question 5. Adrian, you're the only one to get it correct. You might be ahead now. It's unreal. It might be a comeback in
was an
store.
eight.
Let's go to question number 6. Joe is at the road where this main character from Alabama just kept running. And this for 4 points. This was also an answer to an old final Joepardy question.
I remember that question too well, Joe.
Yeah. I think you got it incorrect, Adrian, but it's okay. Let's go to Blake first.
Forrest Gump.
That is correct. Owen?
Forrest Gump.
That is correct.
Forrest Gump.
That is correct. Points across the board for all 3 of you guys. Let's go to question number 7. Joe hasn't seen this 1994 film where a man wrongfully imprisoned for murder digs his way to freedom and forges an unlikely friendship with a fellow inmate. And this for 2 points. Another movie Joe has not seen 100%. I mean, I gotta get up on this, guys. Definitely gonna hear from my crew after about this too. But nevertheless, also guys, I want to reaffirm, it's very competitive, so make sure you guys have your whiteboards tilted away from your opponents, because I think you guys have been leaking a little bit, but regardless, Adrian, we'll start with you.
I put Shawshank Redemption.
That is correct. Owen?
Shawshank Redemption, even though I just wrote Shawshank.
Still correct, we'll
Yeah.
accept it. And Blake?
Shawshank Redemption.
That is correct. Points across the board.
Just gonna use my hand.
2 points each. Let's go to question number 8. This 1991 film follows an FBI trainee who seeks help from a cannibalistic serial killer, and this for 4 points.
Oh
Another movie Joe has not seen. Guys, I got to really brush up on these movies.
I agree. These are some good ones that you haven't seen.
Yeah. Well, we're going to start off with Adrian here.
Don't know with a frowny face.
Don't know is incorrect. Owen?
Silence of the Lambs.
That is correct.
Also
Blake.
had
You don't know
Silence of the
Animal Welfare?
Lamb.
That's correct. 4 points for the Be Kind and Rewind, guys. Nothing for Adrian. Adrian squandering an opportunity there. So
Yeah.
let's go to question number 9. This 2002 Disney film is set in Hawaii and centers on a girl who adopts a mischievous alien disguised as a dog. And this for 6 points. It's a good one. Very good music. Very good music. Well, Blake, we'll start with you.
Lilo and Stitch.
That is correct. Owen?
The answer is Lilo and Stitch.
And Adrian.
Lilo and Stitch.
Correct across the board. The Ohana all got it. Well, let's go to our next
Alright.
question. Joe hasn't seen this film where dream invading thieves plant an idea deep in a target's mind. This is for 10 points. Never heard of this movie too. Like some of these I've actually heard of, like Shawshank I've heard of. No idea what this movie was until I started doing a little research into it. Well, Adrian, we're going to start with you again.
All right. I got It's Jover with another frowny face.
I'll talk, and Adrian does not know what it is. Blake, we're going to go to you next.
Inception.
That is correct. Owen?
Inception.
That is correct. Adrian.
My man
you've
Chris
fallen
Nolan,
off.
man.
Yeah, I've fallen off. Whatever.
Unreal. So Blake and Owen, you guys might be in the lead. Let's get a quick look at scores right now before we head to a break. We got scores? There we go.
All
Blake,
right.
you have the lead. Oh, no, you're
Yeah,
tied with
yeah.
Owen. And then Adrian,
Yeah.
you are in third. Adrian, you got to make a comeback here.
Adrian,
But
I'll talk.
we're halfway through our Joepardy game. The second half and more coming up after the break.
Go home, that's 3 hours from now.
Maybe that's the best thing you can do.
But after he gets possessed,
his show becomes a smash hit.
Now he's got the greenest show on WTOP 10.
A lot of green going on tonight. We'll be holding on forever.
don't miss the limited run of
Those great people being.
Welcome back, everybody. Season 2 of Oswego Lazo.
Who else would you want behind this camera other than Austin Claus? No. Oh, nobody. What's happening? Oh. Sorry.
No, I want nobody calling this game but Kenny Gerard. Oh, and Paulie Beatty. Oh, and also Kenny Gerard again. Oh.
Well, we're halfway through our Joepardy game, but now we're back for the second part. Let's get our round back on the road. Joe is taking the yellow brick road to this city from the Wizard of Oz, and this is for 6 points. It's a good one. It's a very good one. We are going to start here with Adrian once again.
We got The Wizard of Oz.
Incorrect, because it's asking for
It's
the
for
city.
the city.
Owen, you're up next.
Emerald City.
Emerald City is correct.
I also had Emerald City.
Emerald City is correct. Adrian, incorrect once again.
All talk. All talk.
I completely
Let's go to question
Whatever.
number 12. This 2016 Disney film follows a Polynesian girl who sails the ocean to save her people. And this is for 4 points. And they just announced the live action for this one as well. We're going to go quick here because I think you guys know this. Owen, we'll start with you.
Moana.
That is correct. Blake?
Moana.
Adrian?
Moana.
Across the board, 4 points for you guys each. Question number 13, let's load it right in. Joe hasn't seen this romantic disaster film set aboard a doomed luxury liner on its maiden voyage. This is for 4 points. I need to watch this one still.
Don't worry, Joe. I haven't seen this one either.
You guys haven't seen
We
it?
can watch it together at some point, Blake.
Sounds like a good plan.
Good movie night there.
Absolutely.
Let's start off with Blake here.
Titanic.
That is correct. Owen?
Titanic.
Adrian?
Titanic.
Points across the board once again, 4 points each. Once again, you guys are on fire so far in the second half. Let's go to question number 14. This 1998 war film opens with a graphic and intense D-Day invasion scene, and this for 6 points. Joe hasn't seen this one either. Joe, that's why I keep looking down, if for anyone curious. It's because I don't know some of these answers because I haven't seen the movies.
For shame, Joe. For shame.
I know, right?
They didn't even show you this in history class? What?
Nope, never. Owen, we'll start with you.
I said Saving Private Ryan.
That is correct. Blake?
I also had Saving Private
And
Ryan.
Adrian.
Saving Private Ryan.
You guys are doing great so far. 6 points across the board.
Woo.
Once more, let's go to our next question. Joe hasn't seen this movie featuring a time-traveling cyborg sent back to protect a future leader's mother. And this for 8 points. Okay, let's get into it right now. I think you guys all got this. Blake, we'll start with you.
Terminator.
Correct. Owen?
The most 80s movie of all time, Terminator.
And finally, Adrian.
Terminator.
That is correct. 8 points across the board. You guys are doing
Love
phenomenal
Arnold
so far.
Schwarzenegger.
It's time for our next question. Joe is at Planet Drool from this 2005 superhero movie, and this for 8 points. When doing this question, got a lot of nostalgia.
See, this is one I didn't watch actually, so I think
Still might know it though.
I think I know it, but I didn't watch.
Blake, we'll start with you as a matter of fact.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
That is correct. Owen?
I didn't know.
Incorrect. Adrian?
Clearly, the greatest superhero movie of all time, Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
That is correct. Shark Boy and Lava Girl, you guys. Owen, a little bit of a stumble, but nevertheless, let's go to our next question.
Can't win them all.
This 1996 movie features aliens attacking Earth and destroying major landmarks, and this for 10 points. Yet another movie that Joe has not seen. Yeah. They had a new one come out in the recent years, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2010s at some point. We'll start with Adrian.
Independence Day.
That is correct. Owen?
Independence Day.
And finally, Blake.
Independence Day.
That is correct. Question number 17. 10 points across the board. We're going to have a high-scoring game tonight the way you guys are going. So let's go to question number 18. Joe has joined the cast of this recent video game turned movie spin-off.
I hope we all get this right.
Chicken Jockey for 10 points.
Flint and Steel.
Steve. Okay, we'll start with Owen.
Minecraft.
That is correct. The Minecraft movie.
Minecraft
Also
the
correct.
Minecraft movies.
Guys, it's clearly the Mario movie. Just kidding, it's the Minecraft movie.
That is correct. Points across the board for question 18. 10 more points each. You guys are killing it so far this round. Let's go to question number 19. This 1998 Disney film follows a woman who takes her father's place in the army, and this for 2 points. Okay, I think you guys know this one, right? Alrighty, Blake, we'll start with you.
Mulan.
That is correct. Owen?
Mulan.
And Adrian.
Mulan.
2 points across the board each. One question to go. We got a tight game. Let's see if you guys all end on a good note. Question 20. This 1999 sci-fi film reveals a world where reality is a simulation controlled by machines. And this is for 2 points. I fell asleep watching this movie too. Last time I watched it, matter of fact.
I gotta watch it again because I also almost fell asleep. I'm gonna be honest with this.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I know, right? I'm sure I'm gonna have some upset people in the control room, but it's okay.
Whatever.
It's okay.
Whatever. It can't be as bad as Be Kind and Rewind.
What?
Whoa.
What?
Look at all
We
this
just
talk
let
here.
you on our
In
show.
terms
too.
of
We're
reaction
never letting
from
him
crew,
return.
all right?
Never. Owen, you'll lead off here.
The Matrix.
Adrian
The Matrix.
and Blake.
The Matrix.
Correct across the board. 2 points each.
All right.
So end it. So let's take a look at our scores right now before we get anywhere. Blake with 112, Owen with 104, and Adrian at 92. You guys are all still in it because we got our wagers and final Joepardy around the corner. So you guys are all still in it. But before we get to final Joepardy, we got to review what the category is. So let's take a look at the category for final Joepardy tonight. The Oscars. That's our category for tonight. So final Joepardy, the category, the Oscars, wagers, and all that coming up after the break.
Do you like reading? Do you like reading books? Do you like looking at books? Do you like having a collection of books in your living room?
Now, before we get into the nitty gritty,
Spoiler alert. Okay, or why did I write this in yellow? I told you. Welcome back Between the Pages.
If only we had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you?
Who are you?
What are you doing in my bag?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises.
And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP 10.
Good evening and welcome to Joepardy. I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here.
Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stumped still?
Joe, I'm gonna sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Welcome back to the DK experience. Go back to your job.
Every NFL fan I've played for the last 15 games. They beat.
Writing a letter to the NFL fans? Get out of here with that. Joe, let me finish.
No,
let me
no,
finish.
stop.
Johnny Manziel, that guy, he's a loser.
No, that's.
Oh. Watch the DK experience.
Welcome back to Joepardy. Before we get into the final Joepardy question, let's just take a quick look at the scores once again for our competitors. So that's Owen, Blake, and Adrian. So let's take a quick look at their scores. Blake with 112, Owen with 104, Adrian with 92. Now, guys,
Yeah,
I'm just
point
going to
at
give
my
you a quick
score.
reminder of the rules here. You guys have to write your wager on the whiteboard with your answers. You can only wager the amount of points you have. So now that we have our rules for Final Joepardy re-reminded, let's get into our Final Joepardy question. Name 4 movies to win an Oscar for Best Picture. And you need all 4 to get the answer correct. And while we're waiting right now for your guys' answers, quick shout out to my sister who celebrated her birthday over break. Gotta recognize that. And then few other shout-outs. We got a few more episodes of Joepardy coming this semester. We got 3 more, I think, so stay tuned Tuesday night for that. And also stay tuned for Entertainment Breach at the same time next week on Tuesday. So a lot happening, very exciting time. And I know you guys are super excited about this. Now, happy birthday, Joe's sister. Thank you. And to everyone in the control room as well, feel free to fact check the answers for this too, because I do not have an answer key set. I'm going to have to check on the spot as well. So beware of that. So, but in the meantime, we got about 4 minutes left in the program. You guys coming up with your answers. Reminder, 4 is what I need from you guys tonight. Do you come here often? It's a good question.
I came here often last semester.
I was here often
Clearly
last
not,
semester as
Adrian.
well. I
Clearly
was on
paying attention to the
teleprompter last
questions.
semester.
Whatever.
Adrian, you're in 3rd place. But yeah, and then a reminder as well, if Adrian wins, he takes over Be Kind and Rewind.
Yeah, it's a high-stakes game here.
It's a high-stakes game. Right, Owen? Right, Blake?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we totally
It's
agree
very
with
high
that.
stakes.
Signed
This
a
is definitely
contract.
something we agreed to.
100%.
And in the meantime, also quick shout out to Be Kind and Rewind as well. They are live every other Monday. Actually, they were live yesterday with a Star Wars episode. So Be Kind and Rewind. Keep an eye on Be Kind and Rewind because
on the
that
line.
is always on as well, supporting Joepardy. Alrighty. We got to get to answers very, very soon. So how are we all feeling? We all ready?
I'm
pretty
good.
confident.
I'm safe.
Alrighty, we're going to go one at a time, starting with Adrian in 3rd place.
All right.
Adrian, what's your first guess?
Okay, so my first guess is Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Let's hear from the control room if that one is correct. Is The Dark Knight a Best Picture winner? Give him a few seconds on that. Made this a little more difficult for the crew. You guys can put it in the lower 3rd as well if you'd like.
Yeah.
Dark Knight is incorrect, so
All right,
Adrian,
well.
your answer is automatically out.
Well,
What else do you have down?
I had Oppenheimer, I had Titanic, and then Avatar. My mama ain't raised no coward, so I put all my points on the line.
Well, Adrian is down to 0.
We're keeping Be Kind.
You guys are keeping
We're
Be
Bare
Kind.
minimum, keeping Be Kind.
We're going to have to go to Owen now in 2nd place. Owen, you want to reveal your answers?
My answers were Oppenheimer, Honora, One Battle After Another, and Coda.
Alrighty, I think I recognize a couple off that list, so that bodes well for you.
Yeah.
But we'll get confirmation on that from the control room. How much did you wager as well in the meantime?
I wagered all of my points, all 104 of them. I'm all in.
You get 208 if you get that right. Wow.
Yeah.
All in.
Come on.
Gotta respect that. You gotta respect that.
You gotta respect it.
They are all Best Pictures, Owen. We got confirmation.
Let's
You're up to 208.
go.
Adrian, you're out of the running.
Elite
Owen,
ball knowledge.
you're either going to win this unless Blake gets it. Blake, what are your 4?
One Battle After Another, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Titanic, and Parasite.
Alrighty, so we know they're all Best Picture. I just got word. Blake, how much did you wager?
I wagered all 112 of my points.
112. Blake, you are the winner tonight. Blake, how's it feeling?
That, it feels amazing. I knew I was going to win. I have
didn't
elite
know.
ball knowledge, guys.
And then, how does it feel to take down Adrian as well?
Adrian was talking a lot of smack. He was talking smack after Be Kind last night. He was talking smack, as you saw, before the show.
Goose
so,
egg.
I mean,
Whatever.
it felt
You got a
really
goose
good
egg.
to have him be in last place.
You know what? You know what? It's like the villain finally getting his comeuppance in the movie. All right.
It's okay, Adrian. We all don't end with 0 typically, but it's okay, it's okay. But that's all for Joepardy tonight. Blake's your winner. Adrian, 3rd place.
Yeah.
Owen, 2nd place. GG, well played to everyone. That's it for tonight. Stay tuned for Joepardy again in 2 weeks. Have a great one from the Al Roker studio here at WTOP 10.
And like the lower 3rd said, we keep Be Kind.
Be Kind
And rewind.
is coming back with us.
Joepardy.